Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and welcome to episode number 44 of Thursday Night Gold Panning Fever. Guessing I got my microphone working. We'll find out in a second with chat. Always something every single week. You'll probably hear my neighbor's cutting his grass too. 7 o'clock at night he decided to cut his grass. So let me say hi to everybody. Leonard Smith, thank you very much for the donation. Really appreciate it. Stream hadn't even started yet, so thank you very much for that. Raymond, how's it going? Tiffy K. Gunner. Aiden. Guidos. Mad Hatter. Vendetta. Backyard Prospecting, how's it going? Joey Brown. CJ Hayes. Ken Whalen. Anthony Nelson. Jacobs. All right, Jonathan Friend. As long as you're watching the Ugly Mug, I appreciate it. Charles King, how's it going? Scott and Jennifer Foster. Scott, I did get your email. I just haven't responded. I'll respond to it later tonight. Steven Schwant, Casey String, how's it going? All right, who else am I missing? Dave B. None Your Business. Josh Ortiz, thank you very much. I haven't gotten to it yet, but thank you very much, Jessica. I see the pop-up on top, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jason G, Amethyst Angel, Bryce Padell, Weezen Geezer. How's it going, Weezen? AC Snyder. Why am I speaking in Spanish? What? No, I didn't cut my grass. That's the whole thing. I've been trying to let my grass grow a little bit longer so it would block out the weeds. And so I didn't cut it last week. So it's kind of actually a little bit long, but he almost never cuts his grass. I mean, his grass is probably, 1.5 feet tall. I love watching him cut his grass, though, because he's got a dead tree in his backyard, a giant dead tree, and it's branches everywhere, and he just mows right over them. So you hear his lawnmower just getting killed. All right, Carl, that sounds awesome. Thank you. And thank you again, Jessica. I appreciate that. Leonard Smith, thank y'all both very much. Hey, Win P, how's it going? William Pulley, Paradox, Rinkies. Rinkies, your package went out today. And all my Patreon members, all the Paydirt went out today. I was holding out hope that the gold I'd ordered from Australia would show up before I made them, but I couldn't wait. So yesterday I made them all up, mailed them out, and then tonight I got the package of gold in. So don't know what I'm going to do with that, but everyone's package is out for Patreon. I really appreciate that. And tonight we're going to be panning out a half-gram bag from CountryGoldPaydirt.com. There was nothing wrong with this Paydirt, but I don't like his name. There used to be a seller named Gold Country Paydirt. That was a scam. And this is just so similar. So if anyone probably goes on YouTube and just puts in country, then gold, then Paydirt, his old reviews might show up. And that's not good for you. So I'm doing good. How you doing today, Josh? How's the wife doing? No problem, Rinkies. So, glad we got the address. I don't know why they wouldn't deliver it to you. That was one number off. Your mailman should know you. Chris W., how's it going? Claims looking good. That's good. Thomas Leha. Leonard Boyd. Anyone else I missed? Ted Sharp. American Gold Prospector. How's it going? Here, let me check. Make sure I have everything set up. I had to reboot my computer, do all kinds of things, try and figure out what was up with my mic. Unplugging it, moving plugs, everything. So it sucks. My computer, I use all my USBs. Everything is just plugged in to do these shows, and one of them's getting kind of wonky. So I'm gonna have to bring it into the shop pretty soon, and I don't want to do that. Usually, when you bring a computer in, they usually charge as much as a computer. So let me check, make sure everything's set up. Let me get the link too for everybody. All right, looks good, looks good. Let me enter. And since this is the first bag of the month, everybody is eligible. And I'm going to try and keep track of it this time, so. But hopefully everyone's doing good, finding some good gold, or at least panning out some good gold. I got a review coming up for Monday that's a guaranteed 90% ROI, so it's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. Buy a USB adapter. It's really hard to because I'm running multiple cameras. And when you're running multiple cameras, a USB adapter really can't distinguish which one. It's great for power, like for my microphone, but pulling in signals, I have a couple USB adapters. And with OBS, it'll mix up the signals and they freeze a lot. So I probably just need to buy a second laptop just for down here that's got like 10 USBs or something. Hey, HD Shovelet, how's it going? Nice of you to join us. I might have to make a new mod since Spider Ace is AWOL all the time. So taking applications. What? Everyone's saying get a hub, get a hub. I have a couple. I'll have to try it out and see if I can get it to work properly. No, because it bugs me because I don't store anything on my computer. I keep everything on USB drives. So, like all my old videos are all on USB drives. So I always have them plugged in. So I always have to take them off. And my cat likes to find them and play with them and take them all over the house. So, should probably just, buck up and get a computer for in here. So one of these days when I splash water on it, I always have a backup. I don't want to be all I want to run. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Hey, Bob's Pistols and Paydirt, how's it going? Chris Neville, Mo Coop, everyone's joining in. How many people we got here? And again, make sure you go up and click the link above, join in, leave a comment so you can win tonight's gold. And I'm pretty sure I know the spot price is gold. So when I do post the results on Patreon and on YouTube tomorrow or the next day, if I'm kind of behind, we will know what the ROI on this bag was for So I'm trying to keep track of all the newer Paydirts I'm getting. I still have some old stock for Thursday nights, but this one I'm pretty sure I have the gold spot on the day it was received. So, does your laptop have a docking station? No, doesn't have a docking station. No. I didn't. It's funny too. Is when I bought this computer, I didn't even think about USB drives. So I was hoping it had more. My son's has got 6. I need to just swap out my computer with his. But I'm sure he treats his like a baby. So. Hey, Joey Brown. Yeah, I posted on Patreon and I posted on YouTube that it'd be 2 hours early. I had a commitment to pick up my kids and take them somewhere. And so I couldn't be here at 7. And I didn't want to not do the show, and I didn't want to move it to a different day, so I just did it early. Everyone was still entered. If you're a Patreon member, everyone was still entered. You didn't have to do that. But it did suck, and I don't plan on doing it anymore. So, I figured this is 44 Thursday Night Gold Painting live shows and probably, 44 Patreon shows, who knows, live shows. I've probably done about 24 live shows, and I've only messed up a couple of them. So that one was very unfortunate. So it won't happen again. They'll be at 7. Or I'll start probably moving them if something happens. I just try not to do them any day that my kids would be here, and I didn't want to switch it to Friday or something like that. And I didn't find out about it until Wednesday, so... Paradox Alberta. You could go to Across the Pond Paydirts. He has a couple different sellers on there. Vendetta's on there. Indiana Prospector's on there. Country Gold Paydirt, the Paydirt I'm doing tonight, is on there. So he's got a couple of them. 58.48. Well, this one, it's the spot for when the day it received. So a lot of times when I get this Paydirt in, I might sit on it for up to 2 months. So I go by the spot price on the day it's received, not when I actually pan it out. Dell 7 refurbs. Yeah, actually, this one is this is an Asus. It's actually from a company called Cut Computers, where they take basic computers and they pull all that stuff out and put better stuff in it. Because I needed something that could handle a lot of videos. You know, like I said, I've got 2 cameras running right now. And in some of my videos, I actually have 3 cameras running simultaneously. So, but I definitely need to check it out. And that'll probably be my Christmas present to myself this year. Is probably a nicer computer or something. I should probably just get a desktop and put it upstairs. And then just leave this one down here. But I'll work on that. You know, it's on my to-do list. My very lengthy to-do list. You know, I still got wires everywhere in here. I haven't fixed up in here. You know, if you get 80%, it's good enough. 80% is good enough, so. Reg Lab, how's it going? Brian Stevens, yeah. Well, all my overseas viewers love the earlier time, but sadly here, if I do it at 7, it's mostly either 5 o'clock or 9 o'clock, or, you know, 7 here, so. But overseas, I maybe I'll have to start doing like a Monday morning show at like 2 in the morning or something. That's it. Well, it's mostly, you know, there's always other expenses. That's the problem. You know, when you got kids, there's always other things. You know. Yeah, I mean, I just needed to get something. I probably should just get a, you know, either a desktop down here, because then, you know, the one thing I'm worried about is with water, you know, laptop. But I'll figure something out. It hasn't been, I still need to move all my cameras and make some more room in here. But yeah, I probably should get a small desktop in here, though. Because then I can just leave it in here and not worry about it. And then you can get them pretty cheap. So, especially comparable to a laptop, you know, where they don't have to make everything really tiny. So, how's it going, Gunner L? Martin Ramney, your letter went out today. I finally put lot 5 on there and sent it out today. So, caught up on all my mail. Hey, Curtis Clancy, 9:30 in Newfoundland. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not too bad unless it's 9:30 a.m. I'm not a huge fan of mornings, even though I woke up this morning at 4. Well, it's good to hear, Amethyst Angel. I really appreciate that. So, let's get, let me make sure my camera is ready for some Paydirt, and we're going to start going through it. I am not going to classify this down. It doesn't feel like there's any big boulders in this bag, so I'll regret it later, but I don't like doing the classification. It's always more fun just to do it in a pan, like that's what most people are going to do. They're not going to classify it, so. Yeah, camera equipment, everything, especially with COVID. It just, you know, like all my cameras, I use webcams for all my cameras. And they used to be like 50, 60 bucks. And now they're like 120. It's ridiculous, you know. I replaced one of them, and it ended up costing me like 90 bucks to replace one that I paid 50 for. And then I still have one more I need to buy for outside of the studio, but it's just ridiculous. It's just like lumber. You know, lumber is expensive, so much jacked up in price. So, ooh, 9 stitches. Ow, what'd you do, stab yourself? Hey, Raymond, how's it going? Ryan Nelson. Well, I like classifying it in the reviews, because then it shows you what different classifications the gold comes in, as well as the Paydirt. You know, I'm not trying to suggest that people should classify down. It's just to show you what's in the Paydirt itself, to break it down. So, but most people usually just dump stuff in a pan and pan it out. So that's what we do in the live shows. good jar and gizmos, 2.5 grams. That's pretty good. Yeah, lumber is absolutely crazy. And you know what's funny is I got some I was pricing out some lumber for to do in my yard to put up like 4x4s along my driveway and stuff because I need to put some more gravel down. And some lumber, like if you get pressure treated, like certain types of pressure treated, it's actually the exact same price because they have so much stock of it they can't get rid of it, and they're not making more really. But things like plywood and 2x4s are just crazy. Broke a coffee mug. Okay, I was gonna say I got 6 stitches in my hand cleaning a glass, and the glass broke, and it just sliced my hand wide open. Oh. It was a brand new glass too. I just bought a set of them. This was probably like 10 years ago. We just bought them. And I just was cleaning them and not even paying attention. It was cracked, and it just shattered and sliced me open. Yeah, I know. Lumber, it's ridiculous with the lumber. And it's not like there's a shortage of wood. I mean, wood didn't get hurt by COVID, And it's not like lumberjacks are like people that are like close proximity to other people that they might get COVID. I don't know. Just a way for somebody to jack up their price. They said, oh, look, here's a great time. Let's jack up the price. So, but all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. Let me make sure and get the panning cam ready. And let's go. There we go. Let's go pan some stuff out. All right, turn off this other light. Get my pan, get some gloves and stuff. Hey, B Greenie. Is B Greenie in the house? All right, so now I'm on my tablet chat. Hey, Sherwood Prospecting. Keep going. Let's open this up, dump it out. Get this bag open. So if I miss anything in chat, you just have to state it again. I'm on my tablet. So here we go. I guess there is some bigger boulders in there. We'll just pick those out. And I'm guessing another wheat penny and another wheat penny. Yeah. Not as many. Well, I guess there's some bigger boulders. Not a fan of those. It's not as bad as the other bag, but still. That's a good one, Reg Lab. Hey, Alfster, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know. You know, if it was a big bag, like if you were buying a 10-pound bag, I wouldn't mind it, you know. But in a 1-pound bag, there's really no reason to have 4 ounces of boulders in there. I mean, and especially since I'm pretty sure these shipped out priority mail. So, you know, if you're shipping out a 1-pound bag, you pretty much have to ship it out priority mail, which is what, $8.25. Where if he just made it an 8-ounce bag, it'd be $4 to ship. And then he could lower the price $4, you know. So, unnecessary having those. But like I said, I've bought or bought the ones where you buy like a medium priority mail box or a large priority mail box just stuffed with Paydirt. I don't mind boulders in that because people are just telling you you're buying shovels full, but in little bitty bags, too much. Hey, John Redwich, how's it going? So this is a half a gram bag, so I am guaranteed a half a gram of gold if I don't lose it all in the bottom of the pan. In Monday's review, I'm doing a 3 grammer, guaranteed 90% ROI. I think it was guaranteed 91% to be exact, but bigger rocks. But seeing some gold first pan. Not too bad, not too bad. Hey, JP Wands and more. I tried to watch y'all's live show, Benzo's live show the other day, but it was on at 7, same time as Backyard and the same time I'm editing my video. Everyone's using up Monday as a prime real estate. And again, make sure you go to the top of the comment section and there's a pinned comment. If you follow that and you leave one comment on the hidden video, you could win the gold I'm panning out tonight. You must be in chat when I pull your name, but then you can win it. And I ship it to you. Yeah, JP Wanzamo, I saw it was his 1K. I tried to flip-flop between him and Backyard, but it was getting too hard to watch. And then when Backyard ended and I flipped on it, y'all were ending it, so. I know a lot of people have been hitting 1K lately. And that's, to me, that's one of the toughest milestones, is getting to 1K. It seems like, you know, it takes the longest amount of time to get to 1K, then you start getting this steady stream of people coming in. My daughter, crazy enough, is already at 5K. She's at 5,000 subs already. Unbelievable. And I have no idea what she does on her channel. Right. I didn't dump out the other stuff, so this is just gold. I don't think we added too much to it in that little pile, but this is pretty easy stuff to go through. Nice shiny gold. Oh no, Alster, it don't matter. Actually, that reminds me, I need to post a video for people to, or make a post on YouTube community of people, get a list of people to add to the gold dimes, because I'm going to be getting rid of the gold dimes this year, so I need everyone who wants one to give me their name so I could give them away. That sucks. Yeah, you got to watch out for PayPal. It's one of the reasons why I don't like selling Paydirt, you know, or doing the raffles and stuff like that. PayPal is really does not like tons of small transactions, especially if they're not coming through something like eBay or a storefront or something like that. I think what people should start doing because I know a couple people that have had their PayPals frozen or locked up or deleted, is just go get some stickers or something and then sell the stickers for like $1. Or, you know, like buy a $1 sticker, then sell the sticker for $10 and say every sticker you buy has a number on it. And then you get entry in the thing. All right, King of Coins. But check out my community tab. I'll do one this weekend so I can add people's names to the list. Slowly adding to the pile. Slowly adding to it. Mr. Play the Damn Slots. All right. Well, like I said, just check out. I'll be making a community post this weekend. Have people post their comment that they haven't won yet. Because I know my list is empty. I got one more name listed for Mondays, and then after that, I'm out of names. So if you put your name down now, you'll be on a very short list. I saw that Carl Ordway. Yeah, he's giving away, what is it, a 1.8 gram nugget? So everyone go check out that too. Adventure Time Prospecting. I think he had like 60 comments when I looked. So you got probably by tomorrow it'll be 200, 250. So you have a 1 in 250 chance. Sherwood Prospecting. That's it. If they put golf, that's what I said. If you just sell something, like, because you can get a PayPal button. And you just put a link to a PayPal button saying, buy a Sherwood sticker limited to 25 stickers or $10 a piece, and then that's what you do for. So that way they're seeing it's a sale. And people can't put in real comments. But PayPal does not like small transactions. And especially lots of ones that are friends and family and stuff like that. They figure something's going on. Backyard prospecting. If you don't have one, just like I said, even if you won before, if for whatever reason they get lost, sometimes they get lost and people don't tell me. I'll put a community thing up this weekend on YouTube so everyone can put their names down. Like I said, I'm going to be getting rid of them soon. I have a stockpile to last me through the year. So, but a nice little big piece right there. I'm not sure it's a tiny little picker. KC, I'll have to look, KC. I'm almost positive your name was on the list. I might have called it and you might have missed that video. I've had a couple times where I know people watch my show have missed their names. I don't know, King of Coins. If everyone in chat goes to your channel and subscribes, you might. I can't make them do that, but if they want to, they can check out King of Coins' channel. Or maybe get him to 200 subs. Was it 44 last week? I don't know. I'll have to double check. I thought last week was 43. I'm pretty good. I have to make new, I have to change the number every week. And when I make the new number, I save it. So when I reopen it the next week to edit the thumbnail, I know I'll change it. So I'm pretty sure last week was 43. But I'm going to check because now you got me curious. Nope. Nope, you're wrong. Last week was 43. Or the week before last was 43. Last week was Patreon. CountryGoldPaydirt is from Washington State. Which he doesn't tell you in his description, I don't think. It depends on which description you look at. I think the one on Conan's website says it's from Washington, but the one on his actual website doesn't. After we're finished panning, Casey, remind me, and I'll look at my list to see. Because I know I had told you I'd put your name on the list, so I'll have to look. Oh, let me get this big one, because I know this one's going to be a troublemaker. Hey, LXR, how's it going? Save a little bit more for one more pan. Wheeze and Geezer, is a like button looking pretty lonely? Oh my gosh. Well, maybe they're saving up their like buttons till they get to see my ugly mug again. There's no gold in Washington. There's gold everywhere. Just depends on how hard you want to get it. Just hit 170. There you go. I'm telling you, the first 1,000 is the hardest. I mean, that's the hardest one. I think after 1,000, it's kind of that like breath of sigh of relief, you know. You got your 1,000 to make YouTube happy, you know. And then you start getting more because just YouTube actually puts your videos up places. I mean, the big milestones are 1,000, then 10,000, and then 100,000. Big jumps, big jumps. Wheeze and Geezer. I don't know, I was trying to think if I wanted to do a 10,000 gar or not. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 10,000 though, so I don't want to say I'm going to do a 10,000 gar, then it show up right around Christmas or something, because that would be my luck. Nice little pile there. Still got one more little scoop thing. Because I was like, oh, I want to do a really nice 10,000 gar giveaway, but I don't want it to be during Christmas, because, you know, I want to do a nice Christmas show too, so. I agree, Gunner, 100%. JP wants in more after party tonight. Yeah, I'll definitely show up there. I got to go get my kids after the live show, but if he's still on. I need to go through my phone this weekend and make sure that I get notifications for all these people on my phone that do live shows. I've been trying to catch all the live shows. Yeah, that's it. How to bribe people. Well, that's what I was thinking, is doing something to get to 10,000, since I think I need like 970 more subscribers, is do a comment one where people refer people. So if somebody referred you, you know, have a prize for the person who refers the most people and a prize for somebody who was referred. I don't know. But like I said, I don't want it to end up being around Christmas. Let me see. How many likes are we at? I'm going to go look. It shows me on mine. $78. And how many people are watching the show, though? That means 11 people are being stingy with their buttons. I like Mercs. Mercs are my favorite. Dimes are my favorite. That's a lot of tracking of people. Yeah, well, I know Clash did it. Clash was doing it, or Clash used to do it. He probably hasn't done it in a while since now he's got a ton of subs. And who else did it? Somebody else did it. You just put it all in a spreadsheet. I mean, it wouldn't be easy, but or just make it double, you know? So like if say Joe Montana is referred by Backyard Prospecting, he just leaves a comment saying Backyard Prospecting sent me, and I'll have to just pick a name, and whichever comment I pick, both people win. And that way, if you send more people, you got better odds of winning, you know? If you send 900 people and everyone else only sends 70, you have, you know, a lot better chance of collecting the bounty. But I just don't know what to give away. Might have to be some like an awesome collection of Paydirt or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll start putting some stuff together. Gemstone Judy. Well, thank you. But I do like to do my Christmas shows. I have no idea what I'm going to do this year. Last year I had it like January. I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was going to do the pirate thing. But I have no idea what I'm going to do this year. I've run a couple ideas over my buddy John, but none of them are setting yet. I had one idea I like, but I just can't figure out how to do it. So I don't know. What did Kayla Scott say? See, I hate my tablet. I can't see the full chat. What? Why were you being stingy with your like button, Kayla? And this gold is open to everyone this week. So everybody should hit the like button. There's nobody that's banned or blocked from winning this week because it's a fresh new month. I have no idea. I have no idea, King of Coins. Because they don't differentiate. Well, I mean, I guess they do on how much money you make off a video from the live shows. I don't ever really, don't do that. I don't ever really look at per video. I haven't looked in a long time. I just look at the check every month, and every month the checks get smaller and smaller because YouTube keeps changing how much they pay out. Monetization is not worth it, though. You will never make money on monetization from YouTube until you hit 100,000 subs. All right, I'm taking you out. Y'all two are being a pain. YouTube does not... People think you're going to make money off of monetization, but you really don't. Until you hit 100,000 subs. Because one of the problems with YouTube is when YouTube used to be great, it's because they only had X number of people had 10,000 subs. They only had X number of people. You know, at one point, they only had one person with 1 million subs. But as YouTube keeps growing and more channels are getting 10,000 subs, 100,000 subs, they're cutting the pay every time. So every time somebody hits 100,000, they're lowering the amount they pay everybody. Because the pie is only big enough for so many people. And, you know, because advertisers only pay so much, so they have to divide it up more and more and more. You get paid every single month from YouTube, as long as you make $10, I think it is. I think the minimum is $10. I don't know. I haven't looked in a long time. I don't pay attention too much to my analyticals on YouTube. I don't. I probably should, but I don't. Make $2. That's what I said. A lot of people think you're going to get, but, you know, like, Let me see. I can look at my biggest video. Let me see. So my biggest video, let me see, has 85,000 views and it's made me $400. That's my #1 video. And it's an old video. So you can do the math there. That's why I said you really need, especially like we talked about this, I think in the last live show, where if you have 100,000 subs, only 8,000 people actually watch your video. You know, it's, and they're only paying you per view. So you're better off with 8,000 people that all watch your video, as opposed to 1 million that only, 1% watch your videos. Gary Shelton, it's your gold. WSX. Oh, I love my subs. I love my subs, my Patreon subscribers, everybody. Like I said, I that's why when people ask me questions about analyticals and the money, I really don't pay attention to that too much. I think the last time I looked at analyticals was just to look at how many of my subs were from other countries. And that was it. And I was just curious. And that was a while back. On Super Chats, you only get 65% of it. They take 35%, which is pretty much what they take from everything. Like I said, YouTube is not... That's why Patreon is so popular. Because YouTube's money is going down and down. I can tell you, when I first started, when I hit 1,000, I think when I hit right around 1,000 subs, I would get a check from YouTube for probably $100 a month, maybe $120 a month. And then when I got to 2,500, they went up to like 150 for about 2 months. Then they dropped back down to 120. Then I went to 4,000, 5,000. And that's what happens. Your check goes up a little bit for about a month, and then they drop it back down and you start. So you're always getting the same amount. So you're really better off just doing. That's why all the big channels, like once they hit 100,000, they start doing merch and everything else, because YouTube just doesn't pay. You need merch. You need Patreon. You need to do merchandise. You have to do the sponsored ads, things like that. Yeah, and they are greedy. Yes. So, but it's their business, and you know what you're getting into when you do it. So, I don't really do this for the money. I mean, if you saw my taxes and you saw all my deductions, you'd be amazed. So, Alfster. Yeah, I always wonder about how many of my subs are just, not even just fake, just somebody who looks at it once and says, oh, let me sub, and hits the sub button and never comes back. Yeah, it sounds, that's it. It is pretty much a real job. I mean, if you want to make money off of YouTube, but it's more than a normal job, because like, if you're working at a normal job, you go in, you do X every single day. If you're a car salesman, you go in and you sell a car. That's your job. If you're a construction worker, you go in and do construction. But with YouTube, you have to do the videos, and then you have to start doing merch and start going on Facebook trying to sell your merch. You have to do sponsored ads where you have to tell them about how you love this new wallet. I mean, I don't want to tell anybody what kind of wallet I'm use or something like that. It's just because that's what they need to start doing to make the money. Because every year, you know, you start thinking you're going to get a raise on YouTube, but you don't. As you get more and more subscribers, your paycheck stays the same. So that's it. That's the best of it. I mean, when I first started my monetization, when I first started, I think my monetization got started pretty early. I think I only had to hit 1,000 subs and that was it. Then they changed it again to something else. But I had a lot of people that would send me Paydirt and things like that that really helped, you know. That's the best way to do it. Hey, Dean Taylor, thank you very much. So there we go. There's the gold tonight. Let me make sure you can see it on the camera. Yep, there we go. Nice close-up view. It's guaranteed a 1/2 gram. That looks about it. A couple of nice chunky pieces in there. Nothing super fine. I mean, there's a couple, 1 or 2 little pieces in there. But not too bad. I don't remember what I paid for this, but let me see what the gold spot. I have the sheet right here. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, well. I'll have to look it up. It's upstairs still. But, all right. Y'all know what that means. Ugly mug times. Oh, is Jackie Scott? He must have heard it's ugly mug time. I don't know about that, Bob. But I do enjoy doing the video, so. All right. Ugly mug time. So there we go. There you go. Take that all in at once. Here we'll see. There we go. Little pile of gold at the bottom. Let me pop open chat, make sure didn't miss anything. There's a nice little pan. I mean, it's nice Paydirt. Only thing I don't like about that Paydirt, there's only 2 things I didn't like about that Paydirt. 1, the boulders, and 2, I think he picked a bad name just because of a previous seller that had a pretty close name to that. You know. But it's pretty nice Paydirt. And again, I didn't like the fact that it was cheaper on Conan's website. I don't know why. Cracked your screen. I wouldn't doubt it. Hey, Draco's Dragon, how's it going? Bob, yes, you are way late. Dan Hurd moderators can't win on other channels. Yeah, I mean, that must suck like when you get 100,000 subs and you have all these mods and everything else and you got to start making all kinds of weird rules. Yeah, that was pretty quick to pan out. Like I said, I think I reviewed it. I think it was said it was medium and easy. It's really easy Paydirt to go through. You know, it's nice, clean material. You know, once you pick out the boulders, it's really easy. Well, I appreciate that. Paradox. That's the goal. My original goal was 1,000 subs, and now it's maybe 10,000. I don't really want to hit over that. I don't want to do where YouTube contacts you. Once you hit 100,000, that's when YouTube starts like calling you and telling you, oh, do you want to, you know, do an advertisement for the Slim wallet, you know? King of Coins. Dan Hurd is so much clickbait. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen any of his thumbnails that are clickbait. I gotta be... There's some ones out there. I mean, it's really... You know, I know with gold, it's kind of... Anything could be clickbaity, kind of, you know. I have 2 bags of Dan Hurd Paydirt coming out this month, I think. When is this coming out? I gotta look. I just totally, I have 2 bags of Dan Hurt. I think maybe this month or next month. What is this? Where do I have this at? June. June, I have 2 bags of Dan Hurt Paydirt. I'm doing a battle. Dan Hurt versus somebody else in June. Well, thank you, Bubba and Sons. Yeah, my original videos, I can't even watch my old videos. I tell myself all the time, because I want to go back. It's funny. Me and my daughter talk about thumbnails all the time. And I told her I wanted to go back because all my old videos I didn't have thumbnails for. I wanted to, when you're bored sometimes, I'm like, well, maybe I'll go make some thumbnails for some of my old videos. But I don't want people watching them. I hate the old videos. A lot of my old videos, I didn't even show the gold in it. Well, I'd show the gold, but I didn't do the weight because I didn't want to, my old videos used to be 45 minutes long of me talking. And if I'd had to add the weight in, the ROI and all that, it would have been a 2-hour video. So definitely learned how to edit better. That's what I can say. Because when I talk during my videos, sometimes I go crazy talking. If I don't like a Paydirt, I will go off and spend an hour talking about the Paydirt. And then I have to go edit it so it's a 15-minute video. I didn't know that. He has the only when you be a paid chat. Yeah, they do that a lot on Twitch. It's supposed to, I know a lot of times they do that to cut down on spam. Like on Twitch, it's actually pretty cool. You can set it up so it's only your paid members can even be in chat. And I think that's a pretty cool thing just because it gets rid of all the, poopy bears, But the only problem is then it forces everyone to pay and, I don't know. I haven't watched any of Polly's or Dan's in a while. There's so many people I subscribe to that put out videos so often. That's the thing is once you get like to 100,000, you're only putting out, one video every month or 2 a month. Whereas somebody that's got 300 subs is putting out 4 or 5 a week. So I end up spending most of the time looking at the smaller channels. Yeah, Dean Taylor. I mean, it's just like, I'm pretty slow when it comes to changing the way I do things in my video, which isn't always the best thing, but since I take all my reviews as a serious, real review, I always want to make sure that if I change something, it's something for the better. So, yeah, I didn't show my panning. Well, I didn't do the panning for a long time just because, like I said, it's a step. My original videos used to be 45 minutes, and then I learned how to just not talk as much and get it down to 30 minutes. And then I knew I wanted to add the panning in from the very beginning, but I had to, panning takes up 5 minutes of the video, and I had to make sure I had 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after. And it's just learning how to be more, precise with what I say. Oh, I agree. I mean, I have no problems with Dan only putting out 1 video a month. I would rather see quality than quantity sometimes, so he puts out good videos. I still like Dan Hurt. I still like his videos. I like Polly better. But like I said, I just don't watch him as often just because so many other people put out videos. So they get buried. Like if Dan Hurt put out a video today, by tomorrow I would have 30 new videos on top of his from people I sub to. Yes, I did say it, Carl. I know. I didn't say it 3 times, though, because we all know what'll happen. Sarah Jean, I started watching that one, the one where he almost drowned. That one was pretty... I don't think it was... when I was watching that, I thought it was going to be something like a boulder fell on his arm and it trapped him and he was running out of air. But he just forgot to, do something. He had 2 backups for air and he just, panicked. King of Coins. It'll come. You just got to be patient. I'm telling you, that's why I don't stress out about subs or anything else like that. They come when they're going to come. You never know when you're going to post a video that's going to do really good. It's why I don't pay attention if I put out a video and does 500 views or if the next one does 2,500 views. I'm putting out videos that I think are good content, that are quality content, and that's all that matters. If not everyone likes them or wants to watch them because they don't like the thumbnail or something else, oh well, they'll watch them eventually. Yeah, Bryce. I know I knew he was fault. I thought it was gonna be so much different. I was just like expecting to show him like with a nub of a hand or something where he's like, I had to cut my hand off, you know. But that's one of the things, when you're drowning, everything is out. That's why they say a lot of times, like if you go swimming like at night or something, a lot of people drown because they can't tell which way is up. And if you just stopped panicking and blew bubbles, you would know which way was up. But people just panicking underwater is a rough one. Maybe do a video on their videos. No, I thought about doing some commentary about other videos, but then I'd have to be fair to everyone. And there's a lot of things I don't like in some videos. You know, I don't like a lot of people who curse. I don't curse in my videos. I try not to curse in any of my live shows or anything else like that. You know, I'm not a big fan of cursing, but that's to everyone else. You know, no, I did not see Polly's pink panties. That's it. True story. When I was 12, I think I was like, since we're talking about people drowning and stuff like that, I guess I was about 12. My mom was in an SUV with 9 other people. So there was 10 people in an SUV, and they were driving back from a retreat or something. My mom's a hippie. And they were coming back from a retreat in the middle of the night, and they were going over a bridge. They were all sleeping except for the driver. And the driver, I guess, fell asleep and went off the bridge into a river that was flooded. My mom was the only one that survived. My mom was the only one because she said when the water hit her, she didn't panic. She said she knew she couldn't open the door because they were already totally submerged. The SUV was all the way under the water. So she said she knew that she couldn't roll down the window because it was power windows. So she just went and felt around for each window to find one that broke. And the front windshield was broken out, so she swam out the front window. And she was the only one that survived. They didn't even find the SUV. They never found any of the other bodies. They found, I think, one body next year. But it took them 5 years just to find the SUV. It had moved so far down the river. So, right. And that's because she didn't panic. So, Sarah Jean. I do curse sometimes, not that often though. But I try not. I definitely don't do it because I want kids to be able to watch my videos and get into panning and stuff like that. I think it's really good if people pan with their kids, and I don't want them to be hearing curse words. Yeah, I would have panicked. If I woke up at the bottom of some river with 8 other people in there, just probably slapping you and hitting you and everything else. Mm. But, but it's all good. And remember everyone, go to the top of the comments if you haven't already. Go to that pinned comment and go leave a comment so I can send you that gold tomorrow. Well, I was 12. I was 12 at that time, so. But I don't know if it made her crazy or not, though. That's it, Amethyst Angel. That's it. I mean, I know when I was a kid growing up, I'm from Louisiana. And in Louisiana, we were the last state to go to 21 for drinking age. We were the last state. And the only reason Louisiana did change was because they threatened to take their money for public transportation, like the roads and stuff like that. They were going to hold back all their money, so. Yeah, Clash, no cursing. I'm not saying I don't mind people that curse. I just don't do it, so. And I tend to, dislike it in other people's videos, but I don't think badly about them. I'm 50 plus years old. I've said enough curse words in my younger days to make up for it all. Sarah G. Guido, thank you very much. Jose, thank you very much. Thank y'all both very much. Yeah, I mean, when I was young, I used to curse a lot. Like, if I had started my channel when I was in my 20s or 30s, nobody would be able to watch him. I used to bartend, so, I mean, it was just, that's all you did. Drinking and, you know, drinking age 18 in Alberta, yeah. But in Louisiana, there used to be, you would have, they didn't have DWI checks or anything. Like, it used to be the Wild West, so. That's it. Yeah. Andrew O'Neill. Yeah, I mean, I just, like I said, I don't mind cursing. You know, a lot of people I know curse nonstop, and it doesn't bug me. I don't mind that. That's it. Like Clash just said, if Shane just said, you know, I really enjoy panning. I like my kids to pan, and I think it's a great thing people can do with their kids. You know, you could teach your kids how to pan. And if they're saying, oh, let's go watch Dylan's new video to see what to buy, Paydirt to buy, and I start cursing, they can't do it. It's the same thing as when my kids come over and they want to watch a comedy movie. I have to, you know, look and say, well, do I want them watching this movie that's really funny and has 1 or 2 bad words, or this one that's just as funny but says 2,000 curse words? You know, I would just prefer to watch the one with less curse words. Yeah, kids, a lot of kids these days, it's unbelievable. So, my kids don't curse though, so 525. Ugh. What's funny is I don't even think that shortage is, you know, this is another people hoarding and stuff like that, just going crazy. If people wouldn't have hoarded, the gas stations wouldn't have ran out of gas, the prices wouldn't have been jacked up. You know, the pipeline was down for a week. Well, I think Dick Daddy does other things on his show that might not be kid appropriate. Tetrap 2:30 in Louisiana. There you go. Gary Shelton. I love George Carlin. I love George Carlin. Hey, Chris V, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you know, something's always got to inflate. You know, you can't have everything low priced always. It's one of those things, you know, I always joke with my kids about it. If you look at like things like eggs, meat, dairy, one of them is always the cause of every health problem. You know, I remember as a kid being told never to eat eggs. Eggs were horrible. They were bad for you. 10 years later, eggs were good for you. Dairy was bad for you. 10 years later, dairy was good for you. Red meat was bad for you. Because everyone just, you know, they just rotate everything. So it's the same thing. They got to inflate prices on gas for a while to make everyone do something, you know. Hey, Dan Riley, thank you very much. I didn't curse. There's only been one live show where I cursed, and that was actually by accident because I was cursing because YouTube was not working, and it was working, and I didn't know it. And then I ended the stream and started the stream again. And so that was it. And I think that was my first ever live show or something, or maybe second or third. So, and I think I went back and edited it afterwards so the live show is now edited so you don't hear me curse in the very beginning. Toilet paper. As I said, you know, everything changes. They'll inflate something and say something else and it's always the weirdest reasons, you know. No, like, oh yeah, toilet paper is going to go up because of this, and then that goes down and something else. Red meat's going to go up, chicken's going to go up. Like Tyson. Tyson's about to claim chicken is about to go through the roof in price because Tyson is claiming that they bought the wrong type of rooster or something. It's just something they can say. They could jack up the price of chicken $1 a pound for a year or two, until people get used to it. So if you were paying $4.99 a pound for chicken, they'll jack it up to $6, saying $6.99 because they said they got the wrong roosters. And then in a year or two from now, they'll drop it to $5.99, saying, oh, look, we got the right roosters in. And you'll think, oh, great, chicken's $5.99 now. And you don't notice that it's still $1 higher. So cursing is natural most of us. Like I said, I used to curse a lot. I don't really anymore. Like I said, I'm 52. I think I've used up all my curse words, so. No. I mean, if something really bad happens to me, I will curse or something, you jam your toe or something, but. Like I said, I've cursed on the live show once before. It was a long time ago. The Kung Flu. Yeah, I mean, somebody's always going to find something. I remember I said something in one of my videos. I don't want to talk about it again because it infuriated some people. So you just say the wrong thing nowadays, That's why, it's funny. If you look at the top YouTube channels for 10 years ago, they are so not politically correct compared to the ones that now that have 1 million. It's kind of funny. People get bent out of shape way too easy. I remember during the whole election thing, I made a comment on somebody's Facebook page, and I usually try to stay as far away from Facebook as possible because of it. But I made a comment about something, and they were like, oh, we'll add you to the list of people to kill. And I was just telling somebody to be nice. That's what, wasn't saying anything neither political party. It had nothing to do with politics. I was just telling him he should be nicer. And he told me he was going to add me to the death list or something like that. I was like, oh, I'm done with that. No, I don't. See, bad bags of Paydirt don't bug me anymore. I've gotten so many bags of bad Paydirt. They don't even bug me. That's it, Vendetta. If they are still up, a lot of those old videos, they get pulled. I was watching something the other day about somebody who had I think he had 1 million subs. And YouTube just out of the blue deleted, he hadn't put anything on in 2 years or something like that. And they went and deleted his entire collection. So, and he was, and they were interviewing him and he was saying he was still getting a check every month and he liked it and it helped. But, YouTube was like, well, why are we going to keep paying him? So. I love old Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is still one of my favorites. I love the old comedies. William Pulley, $5. I don't know, because I spill gold just as much as my cat, and he's only gotten it once. I put locks on my door now. So, he knows better. Bad bags equal good content? I don't know. I think good bags equal good content. I think it just depends. I think it really just depends. I've had some bad bags that got really good, feedback from them and comments and views, and then others didn't. So it really just depends, I think. A lot of it has to do with the thumbnails. I'm sure everybody knows that. Or else. Yeah, Canada, I still don't know why Canada doesn't have more Paydirt sellers. I really don't. I understand overseas, because if you're overseas, even if there's good gold like Australia or somewhere like that, the shipping would kill you. And I think in Australia, there's so much gold that, you could pretty much drive for 30 minutes and be on somewhere where you could go gold mining yourself. Whereas here, if you're in Louisiana, you have to drive a good bit of ways to go gold mining somewhere. And then if you don't know anyone, finding a good spot to go claim, that's not claimed. So, but Canada, you would think there'd be more people to shipping in Canada. Especially a lot of companies are right on the border. You could just go on the border, cross the border, ship it all out once a week. U.S. prices. No, it's funny. A lot of old movies can't be made. It was funny. One of my kids, we were watching, what was it? Where we saw the trailer for, what is it? Tropic Thunder? Where Robert Downey Jr.'s in blackface. I was like, yeah, they couldn't do that now. They could not make that movie now. And that's not even an old movie. That's like 15 years ago. Yeah, but the really old ones. Yeah. Clutch, I know, thumbnails is probably the hardest thing. It's the one thing I work on the longest. Editing is, you get used to editing. You just know, okay, I'm rambling on, click, split. Where do I stop rambling? Click, split, delete that. Got rid of the rambling. But the thumbnails is the ones where you want to do something catchy. They're really hard to make. A lot of times I just do something easy because I'm like, okay, I just don't have it in me. But then, you can always tell the good thumbnails with how many views you get. The thumbnails is really the key to most of YouTube, which is crazy. All right. So, all right, let me check, make sure everyone's comments are going through. And if you haven't already, make sure you go above to the pinned comment and leave a comment so you can win tonight's gold. It was guaranteed a 0.5 gram of gold. I don't know how much is in there, but we will find out. I will post the results tomorrow on how much gold was found, what the ROI was on that bag, just so we can see. I will post that on both Patreon as well as in YouTube community. But all right, let's go and pull a name. So I still need to get some stuff done. And where are we going to go? So let's get rid of this. Shrink down my ugly mug. There you go. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. My kids were asking me, who's that? I told them. Yep. Yeah, I hate watching. It's funny. I watch most of my things on my phone. Like, I watch most videos on my phone. And it's just horrible trying to type on chat and the phone. Like, if it's a good live show, usually I have to go to my laptop so I can type. Clash is going to win. Well, if he wins, I still ship it to him. It doesn't matter who wins. So here we go. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. Uh-oh. The cat wants to win. So here we go. Anything goes. And this is it is guaranteed a 0.5 gram of gold, but whatever gold is in there, I will be shipping to you. You will have to make a comment in the in the live chat to win this. So if I call your name, make sure you post a comment or something in the live chat so I know you're here. And this is not sponsored by YouTube or any of its affiliates. This is 100% on me, by me. So here we go. Let's pull the name. JP. All right, there you go. JP Lawns and More. I know he's in chat. So, JP, make sure you say something in the chat. Well, I saw you, but it says good luck, everybody, from JP, but that doesn't count. So, because of JP, you got to watch the Ugly Mug more. So, congratulations, JP. You can add it to your collection for your next GAW. Wear the Ugly Mug shirts. Like I said, tax reasons, I don't want to sell things. I don't want to sell Paydirt. I don't want to sell t-shirts. I still am working on the mugs, but I'm still trying to figure out a way to just give them away. So, put a cat comment up. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll start leaving a comment for my cat. Yeah. And JP, make sure you email me. I know you know my email, Dylan@MillerProspecting.com. so I can send this off to you just so you can send me your address since I don't save addresses. So we're not going to keep this show up much longer. Congratulations again, JP. I don't know. JP might be doing a live show after this. So I think some Benzo or somebody said he was. After party. So if he is, make sure you go check out JP's channel. Everyone else in chat, if you're not already in Shane's channel, go check him out. King of Coins asked. So King of Coins, you can go check out his channel. That's it, JP. Just text me your address. Doesn't matter to me. That will go out this weekend. So, and again, I will post on the community tab of YouTube tomorrow, as well as Patreon, what the actual ROI of this bag was, what I paid for it, how much gold I found, and all that. And Monday, I will have a review out with a guaranteed 91% ROI on the day of purchase. It was 91% when I purchased it 2 months ago, and it was still 91% when I shot the video a few days ago. So, shots at JP's. There you go. So, and then next Thursday we'll be back, and next Thursday we'll be doing another live show, giving away some more gold. And I don't know what bag I'm doing next Thursday. I think it's another half-gram bag next week. It might be a 1 gram, but I think it's a half-gram bag. I'll have to go look. Cat comment. I'll start doing the cat comment. But then it would be unfair if I win it. So maybe I'll just pull a second name then. Maybe I'll get him a cat toy or something. And also this weekend I will be putting up a comment on community for anyone who hasn't won a gold dime yet, because I will be getting rid of them at the end of this year. So I need everyone to eat up my collection and win. So yeah, 91% is pretty good. I was really surprised. It is from a seller I did not expect a 91% ROI. I think they advertised a 50% ROI. And it was actually a guaranteed 91% if you do the math. So, Alster, I did get your email. I haven't replied to it, I think. I'll have to double check. I did get it. I don't know why I didn't reply. Maybe I was just thinking about it when you posted earlier, if I didn't ship you your dime or not. So I'll have to look and see. But if not, I'll reply to it this weekend. I've got you. Don't worry about that. So, here, let me let the cat in so he can say hi to everyone. Yeah, what? Come on. There you go. See? Say hi to everybody. There. He has to be on YouTube. He wants his own channel next, so. I've never won a dime, but have one. Does that matter? No. If you want one, just put your... I don't care if anyone's won one or they want a second one. Like I said, I'll post in the community, and everyone that wants one, I've got a stockpile of them. Got to get rid of them before the end of the year. So, but thanks for watching, everyone. I will, like I said, have a video out Monday with a guaranteed 91% ROI. And then Thursday, we'll have another live show, and everyone will be eligible to win the gold next week, except for JP. JP won't be eligible next week. So maybe Benzo will win it next week. So, but all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I really want to thank everyone who watches the live shows, watches the videos, comments, and all these wonderful things. Checks out my Patreon page. And mostly puts up with my ugly mug on these live shows. So thanks, everyone. And I will see you next Thursday. But make sure you check out my video on Monday.